Pa i ono. Ja sam
To je nešto novo, čemu smo pomalo izgledali. Ja sam bio vlada i bio isto na toj konferenciji. Generalno to je prvo jako korisno.
And then there comes exactly that question. Stay at the same level and become. That's my feeling. should be initiative because it's up to them.
In order to spread information about that or not.
Well, it's certainly
changing a lot. It's things developing. Just being a little bit smart about how to
small part of it is needed.
yes. But you're right, yes.
turned out that they can shift a little bit. That makes no sense for me at least. But in general, it has to have design that we have done. I think this
Da, ali to je druga vrsta studija. U pitanju artistika research, znači svugdje u Europi insistira. Ja sam tu radio iz muzikologije.
To je super. Uglavio da da.
Ali ti ne možeš da prijaviš disciplina samo mogućnost da imate, na primjer, 2 godine studije da se upoznate sa sekundarnom literaturom. Jer po meni, ono što je originalni rezultat umetničkog istraživanja je pre svega samo delo i samo istraživanje. Što se tiče same teze, zaista upoznaješ sa nečim čime želiš da se baviš. Šta je originalno pisanje, jer generalno kome je mislim. Ajde da ti strojnici objasnim kako je napisao ako se žele.
Ali to prosto.
Bez obzira da su on to naravno nije objasnio, da je kao kontra stavljanje svih rešeno. Da to nešto što je naše otkrije. E sad, s druge strane, ono što je jako važno, to je činjenica da svi muzičari, koji su zaista žele da se navam da su svi
famous. Poznate za džem.
Ovdje su to jezika ljupe. Samo malkice se odaljimo.
We would suggest, I told Professor Jovičić what we did in the last 1 hour, and that we think that we did a great job. And the best hour was the last hour. So, and we would like to inform you all about the conclusions of each working group. So I think there was 4 working groups. And I would ask Milan, because of the gender equality, start.
Aspects of this project, actually, because maybe for most of members, this was for the first time to see how broad is this project and how big it is, actually. And mostly people were only in specific area of their own interests, and now it was really great to see how many other opportunities we actually had. About financial things, we didn't actually speak at all because nobody was competent and nobody was involved in this. But Professor Jovičić yesterday in her presentation gave us one subject that was very interesting, specifically for the group that I was. This is cooperation with EPA, and I think that would be something of very big interest for all our institutions, since we have artistic research or artistic doctorate only in Belgrade University, which is accredited, and Novi Sad Academy is planning to have it maybe from this September. Also, we see that in Bosnia we also have a project. As you can see that yesterday in presentation we understood that in Kragujevac they are also interested to make doctoral programs in accordion. So, and music and media. So it's obviously that this about artistic research platform can be very interesting from 2 points of view. First of all, as itself, because for many institutions it's a new thing, and generally in Europe it's a new thing. And for the other reason, it goes also to this, which is already one of the main tasks of this project in general, like developing new programs, new curriculums. So from 2 sides, this is very interesting, in opinion of my group. And we would like to propose, in that sense, something that would be, I think, very fruitful and very important, since we have only one institution that actually implementing this program, that maybe we can organize some kind of small conference about problems and artistic research in general. So about curriculum, about developing curriculum, about what artistic research is about. Me and my colleague Vlada, we were in one really fantastic conference about that subject in Lyon. But you know, we're just 2 professors. We of course give our reports and tell to all our colleagues about it. But I think organizing a small conference would be of the best and of best interests of us all from one side, and it will give very strong results. So I would like to propose, if you would be, Professor Jeremy Cox, would have time to organize relationships. It would be very interesting if you could give us some insights. Also, people who were involved, we had this first EPAM conference in Belgrade, then we had it in Rome, and also there were people who were attending these conferences. Maybe they can tell their own experiences. And after all of that, we can discuss about the future of this project, because there is, for implement this new program, there is still, especially in performing art, not refusal, but reserve of attitude. It would be great if we would have opportunity to share this knowledge. Important, I think, to have all these aspects together. It would be not only promotion, but sharing ideas and get more directions. So we can discuss maybe later. Is it possible to be, since it's all
Just in line with my thoughts, because
Thank you.
IPAR was, how to say, ideas about what research in music should be. That's how IPAR was established. And I'm very proud that Belgrade was host for that first meeting. But I must confess that among 135 people, we didn't count, AC counted that number, from 24 countries, European countries, only 8 professors from Belgrade was presented. Among those 8, 4 of them were asked from the deanery. That was one, I shall just give you a picture. While there was one coffee break, our colleague Maja Rajkovic, who was at that time, it is our colleague, associate professor, very good pianist, and I was at that time a student of doctoral studies in Belgrade, asked me what was going on in the whole big hall, because there was a coffee in a hall in front, and I explained that we tried to invite the whole Europe in our institution to explain to our colleagues what the research should be, what were the thinking of all other people, and that still, as I'm informed, that there is no definition of what the research in music is. So that was organized for all our colleagues who should be mentors on doctoral studies, who should be the students of doctoral studies. And I was really deeply moved with that fact that only 8 colleagues were interested to know what was going on. I completely agree with your proposal, and I think now, after 2 years more, that we are ready to organize something like that, not only in the science field of science, but it is still, especially now, almost 2 years to explain to the authorities what the doctoral studies in performance in art. I can't accept that both the scientific people and artists, I would like to have that divide line. Why to make the same level for both they how to recognize themselves, and something more important than the artist. And this is the time, a lot of people, among them myself too, was against introducing doctoral studies in arts, but we were obliged by the law. There was a decision that the Department of Piano and Department of Musicology, the Faculty of Music and Artistic field, to introduce the doctoral studies as the first ones. And my colleagues didn't have any idea what it should be, only that we have to have 3 subjects on the first year, 3 subjects on the second year. Nobody had that idea. 1st July or 1st September. Before we asked for the second installment of Tempus fund, because we are approved for those changes we are going to make. But we have to need those changes, and if we need to have a third installment. So to be precise, to take a date, maybe for June is a better idea, but not later, to just have by dates. This were in that and that city. This activity will be in that and that city. This mobility of students and this mobility of professors, chamber orchestra for strings in Zvečan and so on. So just to put on the paper all those activities, to see what which of them are real to